right, what's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? And here we are, Saturday Sit Down with your guy G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton, and Football Junkie with some straight up barbershop talk. Give it up. Yeah, man, we back at it again. What's up, Football Junkie?
Oh, not much what to do, man.
Man, we on this countdown. We're on this countdown. It's going down this week, man. And
It's going down.
before we get started, man, I got to give a big shout out to all our Dallas Maverick players, man. Give it up. You and I was just talking about this before we got on this video, man. But we was talking about, we can say what we want to say, what took place with Luka took place. But one thing I got to do is give these players mad props because they didn't give up. You know what I mean?
No.
So, man, it was rough. And then not only that, man, and I know we're not talking about the I know we're supposed to talk about the Cowboys, but just real quick, but these guys fought tooth and nail, man, to try to get where they needed to go, man. So, what you think, brother?
Yeah, like I was telling you earlier, man, it shows great testament of the lion heart of the team, man. And the ship is only directed by the captain. The crew only gonna follow the captain.
Yeah.
And if the captain is willing to go down with the ship, guess what? You gonna have. You might have a few might bail, but the true ones that believe in the captain go stay on that ship and rock with it. And them boys, they stayed the course.
They stayed the course, man.
They stayed the course.
Phew, give it up for the Mavericks one more time. I know some of y'all saying, man, why we talking about that? We home team everything. It can be Batman if it's from Dallas forward area. We pulling for them, right?
Yeah, teacup pushing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shoot. All that good stuff, man. But man, but anyway, man, here we are, the Cowboys' latest news, updates, and rumors, man. And there's some things, that's coming down the pipe, man, as far as talk and everything, man. And I'm not sure if you heard of this one here, man, but they're saying there's a possibility that a underperforming defensive tackle, Mazi Smith, could be on the trading block.
Would you be surprised? you spoke about Mazi quite a great deal last season.
I'm like, come on, Mazi, come on, bro, come on. But it's been reported right here. It says after a slow start in his rookie season, the first round pick in the 2023 NFL draft took a step back last season, finishing as one of the worst players at his position, receiving a 34.8 overall defensive grade on PFF. Now, let me say this here, Football Junkie, for all those saying that we're not being nice, and that's pretty mean for us to say that. We didn't write this. Somebody else wrote it.
Okay.
So people got to understand this is barbershop talk. So we're fans. We're not mainstream media. So this is what we do. But anyway, it also says the Cowboys will understandably look for upgrades at the interior defensive line in the draft. They have 10 picks, and they will surely tackle this need early in the draft. This naturally makes Smith a trade candidate. Recent first-round pick usually have more trade value than their on-the-field performance may suggest, considering that the former Michigan standout has 2 more years under his deal. It's not difficult to imagine a team taking a flyer on him. Well, Mazi Smith, football jump.
That sounds like they trying to recoup a 5th-round draft pick. Does that sound like that?
And that could be the case. And we got to remember, this is not Matt Eberflus guy.
Okay.
He's not responsible for drafting Mazi Smith. Mazi Smith was drafted by Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn. Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe Jared drafted him. I don't know who drafted him. Boy, I tell you what, this brother here, man, But anyway, so
sounds like that. What that could be? A recouping of the 5th round pick that was given up. So,
Dang.
hey, I mean, buy high, sell low, and come back for some more.
Man, but I was really expecting a lot more from Mazi. Man, they was showing how he was lifting the whole gym. He was dead squatting and power clinging and all this stuff in the gym, bro. But again, man, college football is still a sport. But when you
Yeah,
get
it's
on
still
this
a sport.
NFL side, it's a job.
It's a job. I don't think a lot of people understand the harsh reality of the game behind the scenes when it comes to the elevation of play,
Yeah,
especially when it comes to the nook and cranny of being a professional.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
let's just look at football and just transcend it into your day to day workforce. Even though they making these big old ass contracts and stuff like that, they still got a 9 to 5 to go to, and
That's
they
right.
have to perform on a daily basis. Not only perform on a daily basis, once they get out there, they got to understand the X's and O's and whatnot, and being able to have a process of memory, not only just a good process of memory, a photographic memory too, because you're going over game films from previous weeks, uh, of what to do or not to do, and
Mm-hmm.
and you have to elevate your mind, and also you have to keep your body in physical tip top condition as best as possible. That part, they reduce the physical part of the game in
Yeah,
practices.
yeah,
So your mental aptitude has to go all the way that much further up, because you got to compensate what you're losing in the physical
yeah,
with the mental. And a lot of people is not understanding the harsh reality of this stuff right here. Football ain't just football. It's more mental than it is physical for those that haven't really actually played the game.
yeah,
It's more mental. And you got to be able to be ready at moment's notice to be able to do your job, because there's the next man coming. There's always somebody coming. And there's always somebody that's willing to replace you for the next man. So, I mean, there's a guy I knew and played ball against named Travian Smith that played at Tatum High School, went to OU, played for the Raiders. He said it's a meat market. Larry Simmons told me the same thing. It's a meat market.
yeah.
It's a meat market. So,
Wow.
I mean, you got to be vigilant.
Yeah. And you have to your IQ level, man. And again, that's why we talk about first round and seventh round and things like there's a reason for
Mm-hmm.
that. They call it the Wonderlic test or something
Yeah.
for these quarterbacks,
Mm-hmm.
there's a reason for that, man. They want to know if these quarterbacks, but not only that, but like I say, you go from because in NFL you're not in the weight room like they were in college. You're not
Right.
doing all that, it's just the way the league is set up now. You're not doing all that weightlifting and all the stuff that they do in college. So because it's a job, but not only that,
Mm-hmm.
though, like you say, when we talk about Mozzie, coming from college and lifting all these weights, but now even Newt said it best. He said the thing about Mozzie, his step, he has a slow step. He's thinking. At the professional level, you can't think. You got to know.
Yeah.
And this is what Nate New was saying. What was part of the problem with Mazi Smith. But not only that, but when you get to this professional level, it's all about knowing where to place your hands, how to move your feet, and how to turn your body. You know, and I'm gonna say this here because there's like a two-part uh comment I want to say. But not only that, when you go back to college and you see those quarterbacks, that offense on the field, a lot of their plays are coming from where? The side.
Sideline. Yeah.
you know that's it's pretty much not even a huddle in college. They line up, so they're getting their signals from the sideline. You get in this professional level, you're gonna get a Z right, 0-1, 23 flare, X right, 24, dive or whatever. You gotta know that. So if
Coming
you're
right to here.
exactly, exactly. And I'm gonna say this here too, and I'm gonna say this here now. And Vince Young, man, Vince Young was a juggernaut when he come through Texas, but bro,
Mm-hmm.
that he was mic'd up one time. Dude. He
You ain't
was
talking about the morning we had the meltdown.
he was, he was tried to call a play, bro. See, I'm not making fun, but then again, I am. But man, he was in a huddle trying to call a play. Zebra right, 23 flare, couldn't get it, and that's why he didn't last long. It's a different beast. But here we are, man. It's the possibility that our former first round draft pick could be on the trading block. See, but we'll see what happened, man. I mean, hopefully, like I say, and again, with this carousal that carousel, I mean, that we're using with these coaches, man. So you got different coaches coming in here with a different philosophy on how to play.
Yeah,
So a lot of these
yeah.
players have to fit the scheme that the
Mm-hmm.
offensive line, the defensive line, the offensive coordinator,
Mm-hmm.
they got to fit the scheme. If they don't fit, you got
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah. You must, you must, you must, because everything starts at the base of the situation, and it's in the trenches. Everything is in the
Oh,
trenches. It starts right there up front, offensive line, defensive line. That's where the battle is really raging there. And if that situation can't become settled and fixed, it's going to be a forever wheel turning. You
yeah,
got to get them trenches solidified.
yeah. And that's exactly what the what was it, the quarterback coach was saying on a interview not long ago. He said we have to be problem solvers. We
Right.
have to be able to find out what the weakness is. And that's so true, man. When I coach Pee Wee
Yeah.
football, man, I'm telling you one thing I knew, the thing about it, throughout my experience out of coaching for 30 years, you know,
Hmm.
I've learned some things to where I got to a point now I was able to recognize my weaknesses. I
Hmm.
recognize my strength. Well, if I had a small front line, that means let me do some combo blocks because my lines are small. If I had a
Right.
big line, and
Yeah.
a weak quarterback, okay, well, my throwing game is not going to be the best, but maybe so
Yeah.
you have to be a problem solver. And this is what the quarterback coach was saying, that he has to be a problem solver, figure out what's what, and it's going to take leadership. So again, it's a different time and different day. On this NFL side, man. So again, we'll have to see how that works out. But good luck to Mazi Smith, football junkie. That's all I can say.
Hey, say,
Yeah,
and the thing about that situation with Mazi Smith being in the trenches and stuff like that, what he where is he at, where he is at defensive tackle, man, is asking a lot, but you're not really doing a whole lot. It's asking. It might sound like I'm being contradictory of what I'm saying,
mm,
because you got, in football terms, you got two gaps, got three gap, four gap, and then you basically uh these guys, one technique, zero technique, two
hmm
technique, three tech. They call it one tech, two tech, three tech. And it's all about where they lining up on the inside shade, outside shade of center guards, or in the guards and stuff like that. And he's basically a zero to one to a two. And dude, what is you doing?
yeah. Yeah, well, again, man, it's just IQ, bro. It's just IQ. Can't get off the blocks. These guys, these veterans that's there, it's like they're making their job easy because he's guessing, like Nate Newton saying. But that's what that is, man. But yeah, like I said, we say, we're gonna say good luck to Mozzie. Hopefully, whatever the case may be, he, his career continues. But hey, but check this out, man. I don't know if you know about this, but here's something that's been reported. So blogging the boys, it's been told that former Cowboys center Travis Frederick to announce team's second and third round picks.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, that's so cool, man. So we all know Travis Frederick and what he brought to. Man, this the guy
yeah,
was he was the Iron Curtain, bro.
yeah.
Of the
Frederick's good.
gosh, oh, this
One of
guy
many
here.
good centers that the Cowboys have had. Great centers. I ain't gonna say good, great.
Yeah, yeah, that he was the quarterback of the offensive line. I mean, he directed the offensive line and he did it
Yeah,
so well, you know.
yeah.
And he's definitely gonna be. It was unfortunate that he had to quit. his career as fast as he did, due to a situation. But then we brought in Tyler Biadasz. But you know, before we brought in Biadasz, I thought we should have kept Joe Looney. I'm surprised we got rid of
Yep.
Joe Looney.
Get Joe Looney. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but Travis Frederick, he was the anchor of that front line, man, and we definitely appreciated him for what all he did. But he actually, uh, uh, I mean, like I say, held it down for the Cowboys, man. But it has been told that he is going to announce the team's second and third round picks. Give it up for Travis Frederick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and
That's
we
what's
know
up.
Yeah, we know that Zach Martin is retiring. Tyron Smith is retiring, and so it's pretty much the last of the last. But it's being reported that the Cowboys, with recent offensive lineman retirement, the new era belongs to Tyler Smith. What you think about that, football junkie? Is that what you're thinking?
New era belongs to Tyler Smith.
Yeah, as far as his offensive line.
I'm not for sure about that. He hasn't really solidified himself, man. He really hasn't. I don't think he. I mean, you just think about it. Everybody that we pretty much went in and got in the first round, which
Mm-hmm.
he was also picked in the first round. They solidified themselves as that guy on the offensive line. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they all solidified themselves. I'm that dude. I'm that man. I'm just a man in this battleship and hold it down. I mean, they've been playing shuffleboard with his tail.
Hmm.
So I mean, no, he's not. He's not. Mm-mm, he's not. You went from. I know that playing left tackle, coming in at left tackle for the Dallas Cowboys or any team is high expectation. It's high
Yeah.
expectation, especially the blind side. That's the blind side.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not talking about Tyler Guyton.
Okay,
We're talking about Tyler Smith.
I'm talking about Tyler Smith.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. That you
I'm talking
talking
about Tyler Smith. He. I mean, I just I really didn't think he solidified himself, man. I really didn't. I mean, I feel like he probably should have stayed in college a little longer.
Okay,
He
okay,
came out rather young.
okay. All
He
right.
was young when he came out.
Yeah, he was. But it says, but when it comes to the fourth year left guard, Tyler Smith, there isn't any question about his reliability and capability. The only thing that should be asked is just how good he can be. It was quoted, I know he'll go down as one of the greats, Tyron Smith said on stage during his press conference. Tyler has come in and set the standard that he wants to be great. He has increasing potential every year. His work ethic and what he puts into this game and how dominant he is on the field. It just shows that he is getting better. He has potential to be one of the greats. And I think that's what he means. He's saying that, he does have the potential,
Yeah,
and it's going to
just
take great work. Right. So,
oh
yeah,
no,
this is what Tyron Smith is saying about him. He said basically he could be one of the greats. So,
no.
but and I think personally, as far as Tyler Smith, I think he's doing a pretty damn good job. As far as what he had, what he was faced with. They wanted to put him at left tackle, and
Yeah,
we all heard about him. The holding coming out of Tulsa University,
yeah,
and he was saying he had a bad habit of holding or whatever, so they decided to slide him to the inside. And I think being able to play in close quarters, I think that really helped him to where he had to be on. I'm not saying that he can't play outside. I think he can play outside, but at the same time, I think he's been doing a better job at the guard position. But yeah, I think he does have potential to be great. It just we'll have to see, you know, down the road and how long it would take him to
yeah.
get.
That's what I would say.
Yeah,
You got to see down the road a country
yeah,
mile.
yeah. And while we're talking about offensive linemen, uh, it's been told that Sadiq Charles our recent signee that
Yeah.
we have brought in from the Titans, which he's supposed to be the starter for the Titans this year. He will be wearing number 77.
Mm.
Tyron Smith's old number. So it seems like soon as he retired, Sadiq Charles picked up 77. So is this a big deal, or do he deserve it, or is it not a big deal, or what do you think, brother?
Keep that number on the field.
Okay.
Don't put it in the star.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm. I mean, Cyrus Smith was good. I mean, he was good, but
Well,
I mean, bro. I mean, he really didn't etch his name in stone.
whoo, man, you on him today, aren't you? What you on him?
He didn't etch his name in stone. I mean,
I guess
nah.
it's hard. It's hard when Jerry can't provide a Super Bowl for these players, man. It really is. But again, you and I, we're both used to. You got Super Bowls is where you get the paycheck from. The Super Bowls, the championship games, and it's unfortunate Tyron Smith hadn't had a chance with a lot of others, Travis Frederick and Zach Martin, and
Yeah,
it took D Ware to leave the Cowboys to go to the Broncos to win a
win the
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
So
Yeah,
it's I can see what you're saying. He didn't etch his name in stone. It just because of the seasons that he had to play up under.
yeah.
But so yeah, Sadiq Charles playing wearing number 77. I mean, I don't think it's a big deal. It's also been reported. He said the truth is numbers assigned in the spring means very little. The team carries 90 players on their offseason roster, and folks double up on numbers all the time until Charles suits up for a regular season game. And number 77, this just may be a minor minor situation, but nobody has worn number 8, 12, or 22 in preseason games.
Mm.
So until it's a regular season game, it really don't mean a thing. How about that?
Excuse me. I don't think nobody will ever wear 8, 12, or 22.
Nope.
Them
I don't.
numbers will never be touched.
Nope. Nope. And if he's smart, he knows better. You got Jerry Jones knows better. So yeah. So and these are individuals that won Super Bowls, man. But why didn't that happen with number 88 though?
Michael Irvin said he taking it down. He passing it on.
Okay.
88 is a traditional pass on number to selected receivers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they basically it's a blessing to wear number 88.
Okay. Yeah. So that's one of the jerseys that you pass along, and you got to
Yeah,
be selected to wear number 88.
you got to be selected to wear number 88.
Yeah. Well, I know one. What was his name? Antonio. He did.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, he did not represent well at all. My God, what's his name?
He came from University of Pitt.
Man, that dude.
Uh, Antonio Brown.
Yeah, man, that what talking about crazy Betsy bug.
Hey, he had the talent. He
He
had
had
the
the
talent. He
talent.
just couldn't get it together.
Yeah, yeah.
Antonio
So
Brown was good.
yeah, you mean yeah, Brian? Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
He was
Antonio
good.
Brown was good, but he just couldn't get it together.
Yeah. So let me ask you about this here, bro. So under this Eberflus defense, it's a possibility that the Dallas Cowboys presumably will have Michael Parsons rushing opposing passer for the foreseeable future. They could use some help on defensive line around him, though. One name newly floating out there could give the Cowboys player who had 11 and a half sacks 2 seasons ago before struggling through a rocky 2024. That'll be Houston Texans lineman Danico Autry. He's suggested as a trade target by Pro Football Network. Autry previously played for Matt Eberflus, who is now with the Cowboys. when he was defensive coordinator with the Indianapolis coach. So with that being said, so my question to you, football junkie, do we need another pass rush? I mean, we got Sam Williams, we got Marshawn, what's his name? Marshawn, yeah, that guy. And we brought Fowler back. And we got the guy from what's his name from the Saints we just signed.
Yeah.
I mean, how many defensive pass rushers we need?
Are they staying are we staying in a 4-3 or we're going to a 3-4?
I think it's a 4-3. I think we're staying in the 4-3s. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. Why are we talking about, and I guess it's just rumor. It's just rumor, but everybody, every time you listen to something out there, everybody's talking about a pass rusher, but I don't know. Is that a major issue that we need another? Because I thought Sam Williams was doing pretty good before he went down. Then you bring Fowler back.
Yeah, and you got the guy from New Orleans.
Yeah, you got the guy.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, he and Michael Parsons need a bookend. He need a bookend for real. Because
what you mean?
if you get him a bookend, you can create some mismatches. You can flip and flop a bookend.
Yeah.
You can flip and flop. And not only you can flip and flop, you are able to allow Michael Parsons to drop back in pass coverage too with a quintessential bookend. You're still able to keep that pressure. You're able to drop more players into pass coverage because Michael Parsons is an exceptional talent in pass coverage too. Not only that, I mean, with a Michael Parsons being that he's a hybrid linebacker / defensive end. He's more linebacker than he is defensive end. With Michael Parsons, you can do more trickeration with him at the defensive line as if you're running a 3-4.
Yeah, you can do an over under. Yeah, you can do.
Yeah, you can do an over under. Yeah, exactly. You can do a lot of trickeration with a dude with his speed and his strength. You can do a lot of crazy stuff with a guy like that.
Yeah,
you talking about a more leaner Myles Garrett when you think about Michael Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
A more leaner, faster Myles Garrett. So I mean, yeah, it would help to have somebody that is a bookend, that is of great necessity, that is able to be able to perform at a high level. It ain't even got to be at a level of a Myles Garrett. It ain't even really have to be at the level of Bosa or anything like that, but close to.
Yeah.
Close to a point where you got to get some attention. We can't just push you around. You drawing attention. So yeah, they do need somebody that's going to be able to step up and be able to be a bookend to Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons does need a bookend, man.
You know what? Now we're talking about it, but Eberflus, he might want big defensive end, and you probably see Michael at some linebacker because you got to remember, Overshown is going to be a while for Overshown to come back. So we could be seeing Michael at linebacker, strong side along linebacker. Okay,
I mean, yeah. That I feel like I was saying last year, he need to go back to linebacker
and let him shoot any hole that he wants to. I mean, he could shoot any gap he wants. You can use it. I think just like when Eberflus was coaching Leonard from the Colts.
Right.
Bad. Oh, that dude was bad, man. I can
Leonard
see.
Bad.
I can see this might be the case.
Leonard was
give me 2 6 6 6 7 defensive ends.
Yeah.
And give me some speeding linebackers that can stay downhill.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know Eberflus, he does he does run a base 4.3, but he with that speed. So I can see that might be the case. And this guy here, Danico, could probably be the answer. And knowing that he actually played for Eberflus. So
hmm I mean,
again,
with these exotic offenses, man, you got to get exotic with your defense
you better believe it.
because these offenses is motion crazy.
You better believe it. And
These
you
hot
got to know how
rods,
to play now that's one thing I say about Zimmer. Zimmer was pretty good about knowing how to play the motion offense because that is the new style. We talked about the West Coast. We talked about the five wide, all these different. When the motion offense is the new offense that everybody, all these defenses has to face. And Mike Zimmer did pretty damn good as far as defending the motion defense. I got to give a big credit to Mike Zimmer. I hate the fact that we didn't bring him back, but
yeah,
he held it down for what he had, man. He really did. But yeah, so Eberflus is going to have to know how to play this motion offense. And like you say, offenses are real creative nowadays. So
yeah.
we'll see what that looks like on Eberflus side of the ball, man, for sure. So, so
You
what
got
you think
these
of that?
NASCAR running backs and these IndyCar wide receivers. You better do something.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so with that being said, man, it was been told we're gonna finish on this note here. Now it's been told also that it's a possibility that the Cowboys can find themselves in a position to get a skill player at the 12th pick.
Yeah, I believe that.
It's possibility, but I guess the question is, do you want to get that a pick at the 12th pick, or do you want to fall back and possibly get 2 second-round picks? I know I keep talking about this, but I want everybody's input on that. We'll say drop back to
That's the money game right there, man.
that's money game. If Shadua is still there, which I doubt he will, I think the Saints will probably pick him up. But if Shadua is at right there and somebody's down there at 20 and say, listen, we need a quarterback. That's the only way you're gonna be able to get another second round pick. So that give you a first round pick and then 2 second round picks.
You
Would
know
you
who
go for that?
you know who that somebody is?
Who is that?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, but didn't they just sign somebody?
Pittsburgh got a quarterback dilemma.
They really do. Ever since Ben Roethlisberger's done left, they've been looking for a quarterback ever since. That could be. See, that's what I'm saying. That could be the case. That could be the case that Pittsburgh's like, hey Dallas, look, man, listen, we got to get this guy. Listen, we're gonna give you this second round pick, and then we'll give you a fourth. No, we'll give you a second round and a fourth round. Wait a minute.
Give me a second and third, sir. I'll take it.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Give me a second and
Man,
third. I'll take it.
Jesus, Louise. Well, but if you want that quarterback bad enough, you're gonna sacrifice something if you're that point. But that's the case. But it could happen. But they're saying that it's possibility that we could be at the point to where we can probably get Amari and Hampton and my nephew, or we can get Ted McMillan, or like you say, even your pick is who? Who was your pick? You said if you had to, you go with who?
Tyler,
Warren.
that boy.
This man say he wants to go with another tight end. If football junkie say he gonna kick up some dust around here, he said he'll go get Tyler Warren. But we did talk about his accolades, man. The dude got hell of a numbers out there. He got some awards, and I mean he put some numbers up there, man. So, but
I'm just looking, man. I'm looking, man. The wide receivers. I mean, it's guys that's wide receivers that's not even being talked about.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Homeboy. There's 2 of them at TCU. There's 2 of them.
yeah. To my bet,
Yes, yes. Beck is big body. He's a big body, speedy receiver. That's a possession receiver at that.
yeah. Oh,
Big
man,
body.
it's a plethora, bro. It's a plethora. We cannot miss, bro. If we miss on this, man, I know it's a setup. I know it. If we miss out on this draft, brother, which is be Thursday night, man. You got to work Thursday night, huh?
Yeah,
Dang.
I work Thursday night.
Yeah, we're gonna do a live draft, man. We're not gonna
I
even do
work
it.
Thursday night.
Yeah, it's just for everybody that's watching this video. We will not be doing the What's Up Wednesday. We'll actually be doing a live first round draft here on the Cowboy Huddle podcast. So we'll be doing that on Thursday night. So football junk, if you can drop in if you can. But yeah, we're gonna skip the What's Up Wednesday. We're gonna go into the draft on Thursday night, man. So
Yeah, heck yeah, yeah.
this is and this is what Fleabug said, and I keep repeating, but she said that it all depends on what we do with the first pick in the first round. That's that's going to determine how we draft throughout the rest of the draft. What you think?
I mean, hey, Fleetwood got a point, but when you look at the history of the Cowboys, and you, I mean, we've went on stretches at times where we went offensive lineman. Then we went on stretch up home and went defensive lineman.
Yeah,
And after we selected those offensive linemen, defensive ends, and stuff like that, what did we pick after those guys?
trash.
I think our worst draft was when we got Terrence Newman.
No, man, no Taco Charlton, man. I'm
That whole,
sorry.
I'm talking about that whole draft. I'm talking about the whole selection. I mean, but neither one of them really panned out for us.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's where we are. We're gonna see Thursday night football junkie. It's this. Hey, it's all about the business now, man. No more talk. No more talk. It's all about what we do. And I guarantee you, we're gonna be at that 12. We might fall back or whatever. But if we do fall back, it better be a second round pick that comes with it. That's all I got to say. So
Man, you got these people. I wouldn't doubt if somebody said, it's a Roger Staubach Omen at number 12. We got a Roger Staubach Omen. We better not trade that number 12.
yeah, I tell you what, if I get another second round pick, buddy, I'm going for it. But we'll see what
Yeah,
happens, man. So man, hey
yeah,
man, again, man, football jug. I appreciate you coming on here, man, and let's just chopping it up a little bit about our Cowboys, man, and to everybody that's watching this video, man, do me a favor, man, make sure you hit the like button and share button, and also subscribe. Majority of the people that watch these videos are unsubscribed, so again, if you're unsubscribed right now, subscribe so we can build up this algorithm and be able to reach out to more Cowboy fans. So just do me a favor right now, hit that subscribe button, notification button, and the like button, man. So, any last word before we get out of here, Football Junkie?
yeah, I do. What's up with Diggs?
Say that again.
What's up with Diggs?
Well, well now he's been working out pretty good. Working out, they got a videotape of him working out pretty good. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. I hadn't really looked into it, but they did show a video of him. He was moving, going through some drills and everything. So, man, again, man, it's the thing, man. It's just some players we can talk about what was his name? The linebacker.
Overshawn?
No.
Louis
Uh,
5?
that played with dang, number 50. Sean Lee.
Sean Lee. Oh, my goodness.
Sean
Yeah,
Lee he just couldn't get past the injury bug, man. I mean, just you
yeah,
have certain players like that. It's just like,
yeah.
man, it's sad, but just got some players that just, man, that injury bug just brings them down every season, man. So,
Hey, that's just like the one after Sean Lee. Uh,
oh yeah,
uh,
Leighton Vander Esch.
Leighton Vander Esch, man. We haven't
Yeah.
had no lucky linebacker, inside linebacker, man. We really
Oh
hadn't.
gosh, great
We really
player,
hadn't.
man.
Yeah, yeah,
But it just this, and hopefully that's not the situation with Diggs, man. Hopefully
yeah.
that's not the deal, man. Hopefully we'll see some better with him. But they did have a video of him doing doing some drills, and he looked pretty good doing them. But again, man, we'll see, man. But anyway, where we are, people. Again, like we say, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us, man. You know, when me and Football Junk get on here, we gonna chop it up. We gonna talk about our Cowboys one way or the other. But if you're not a Cowboy fan, you better not say a word about our Cowboy, because we'll give you one of these.
Hey man, you know what? Turn it to the Wild Wild West.
You understand? Shoot, we get gangsta on them. Anyway, like I say, I always deuces.